It's the NFL on EA Sports,
where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today.
It's the Niners and the Bills,
under the lights on Monday night.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
Throwing right away is Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Valdez-Scantling on the move. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Bills first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Now now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Let's take it in. It's James Cook. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run right here with Cook. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
1st and 10. Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down, a pickup of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Third down. Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Allen to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's into the hands of Coleman. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A carry for Cook. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Once again, it's Cook. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Throwing is Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
To throw again, it's Allen. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Allen going to throw again. And the Bills have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They send him right out of the slot. To throw is Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will tie the game at 3 apiece. So, just a pair of field goals in that first half. It is 3-3 at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy on first down. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On third down, it's Purdy. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. They motion the slot man left. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Tight end going in motion here. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Allen on third down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run with Cook. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll motion over Samuel. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Samuel brings this in along the sideline.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Valdez-Scantling on the move. A pass caught right side by Coleman. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot receiver headed right. Out of the gun, here's Allen.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 3rd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
On 2nd down, Purdy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now, 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's taken in by Jennings. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 4, and touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him